You smell that?
Smell what?
The smell of freshly produced O2 in the middle of space.
Yep. Plenty of air for us to waste on rambling. Welcome to the Rambling Hour.
Yeah, and today we're setting up System Shock 2.
Just like how we ended last session. Showing off the gross...
I broke the bullet!
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, I've noticed that some bullets can be sort of shot. Not all of them, but just like a couple.
That's not how physics work.
I know, right?
Oh well.
Anyways. Oh yeah, I was still looking for the button.
Ah, right. The button.
The button. That's a stay away button.
There's multiple kinds of buttons.
There's frog sounds. There's a robot here. That hurt. So, we actually have a bunch of topics to talk about this time. Yay!
Yep.
We've engaged in entertainment.
Yes, we actually saw Oldboy at the end of our last weekend.
Yeah, it's a goddamn good movie. But we also didn't... It's only a coincidence that Your Movie Sucks happens to have uploaded the video right before we watched it.
Yeah.
Like, I swear.
Yeah, and for those wondering, yes, we did see the original. We did not see the American remake or a dubbed version of the original, because that one apparently also exists.
American remakes, I will never understand you.
Yeah. No, the original movie, it's cruel, it's amazing, we freaking loved it.
Wait, did you say it's cool or cruel?
Cruel.
Okay.
It's definitely a recommendation from me.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to talk much about it because just, you know...
You don't want to spoil it.
Yes, I'm a go in blind kind of person.
Oh, I don't mind spoilers, you know.
Yeah.
In general, like, I've had stuff spoiled to me before where I was like, okay, sure, I'll go watch it now, and I was still sort of surprised at the end of the road.
Yeah, sure, I get that, but still.
There have been plenty of spoilers that have driven me to media I've otherwise wouldn't have engaged in. Like, a good example is, like, I want to now engage in the rule of Rose because, what's his name again? Ragnarok did a Forgotten Gem about it, but that's, like, completely spoiled at that point.
Oh, yeah, right. There's media like that, yeah, but there is a fine line, I believe, in providing the information to get someone interested in your media and spoiling the media. And yeah, I feel that, you know, that line is very different per person, and therefore, you know, I feel like it's better to just globally talk how we felt about it, rather than give away specifics of like, it's great and here's why you should watch it. And I almost made an H-Bomber guy there.
What?
Actually,
I wonder, is there any point to me going into the groves with the broken levers? Because that was like the last step, no?
Well...
whatever.
Just do it, I guess. You can always find something else there, I think.
I don't want to go there.
Come on, you conquered one, you can conquer the others.
Yeah, sure. You're already there.
See? Just one shot and they're down.
Yeah, until I run out of bullets.
Then just, you know, grab one of the other things. You still have the flechette, right?
Yeah.
Because the flechette made short work of them as well. No,
well,
but
mostly of the flying things.
But if you really want to have a good time, watch the original, then watch the Your Movie Sucks video comparing the original to the 2013 Spike Lee remake, and you will... Well, first of all, you will laugh a lot because the remake is just so clumsy.
It's really clumsy and doesn't seem to understand what the hell was going on.
Yeah. And it's just...
Stereo?
Stereo?
There's stereos behind the bushes.
Oh, for the frog sounds, I bet.
Maybe, or just to give atmosphere for the people who want to relax. But it's not very relaxing anymore now, is it?
No. There's another camera. Oh, that one took more shots than usual.
Yeah, but they're the gore tigers, so here.
Yeah, but the gore tigers usually also go down pretty quickly.
Guess no, not Teflon, regular. Magnum.
But yeah, the remake is super clumsy. It's kind of baffling.
It's baffling as hell. Also, we got a little mad because of the interview clips we saw in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Because Spike Lee was all like, yeah, I don't want any of my movies to ever be remade or reimagined. Like, you're doing this to a Korean movie, you arrogant bastard.
Yeah, it's kind of a bloody hypocrite. Or at least it's easy to make him out for that.
I'm not somebody who makes movies, but suppose I am. I am already a creative person, at least. And I'm like, I would be bloody excited to see reinterpretations of stuff I've made.
At least if they're done by capable people. I think nobody wants to see a remake of their movie by someone like Uwe Boll.
Well, the thing is, like, if I know the person is kind of shit ahead of time, sure. But otherwise, I would be excited by default. Because everybody has a different experience in life and will have a different interpretation of the same things.
I suppose.
So that's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Like, remakes could be exciting as hell. But then again, American remakes do have kind of a shitty track record, to be honest. Another great example is A Girl with a Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah?
Yeah, Okay, actually the original title is The Girl Who Hated Men, but they translated it to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And the thing is, like, even their casting for, like, the journalist character, Blomqvist, is like, why the fuck are you casting Daniel Craig for this? He's, like, the most handsome man out there at the moment. Aside from, Jason Momoa.
No, there's still plenty of fangirls for George Clooney as well.
Yeah, and Clooney wouldn't have worked either, but either way, my point is, the journalist character in the books was described as this everyday man schlop who doesn't achieve much of anything, isn't pretty or whatever.
Yeah, he was a bit of a schlub. Just a regular
and the
Joe.
way he's cast in was it the Swedish version?
I guess so, because it was a Swedish novel, right?
Yeah, I think it was made in Sweden originally. Like, that was just an everyday slop. Like, fully and completely.
Though it might have actually been an actor who is actually pretty well known in Sweden, and it's just because we don't know him that...
Yeah, but he's also not particularly handsome.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know, I've only actually read the first book and haven't seen any of the movies.
I've seen all 3 Swedish movies.
Okay.
And, like, we just watched them in one go. And, like, the actress for I forgot the name of the main character, was also doing really well.
Yeah, keep your health topped up a little.
Yeah, I kind of missed a couple of the plant things.
Yeah, I hadn't seen them either. Else I would have probably warned you. Yeah. No, if it shows that Americans aren't really exactly all that great at remaking
I think they don't necessarily respect the original source material at times. But I think that's a bit of a cultural problem within America in general.
Yeah. No, but if I remember correctly...
I can be proven wrong, of course. Don't get me wrong.
I actually look that up. But if I remember correctly, there was even a couple of years back a Belgian movie that made it to America.
Wasn't it Loft?
Yes. And then when Americans tried to remake...
But even Loft wasn't that great to begin with.
No.
At least in my opinion.
Honestly, I haven't seen it. But, you know...
But then again, it had one of the actors I hate because he swears every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, everything's goddamn it. And I do not necessarily mind swearing, it's just keep it up to a limit.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, so the original movie was Belgian made and was then brought to America.
Find it?
I found something about it, quickly read it, and, you know, it seemed to confirm what I remember.
Yeah.
So, you know...
I remember our country being massively excited that one of the movies was going to be adapted.
You know... Well, first it was just sent over to America, and it got a little bit of attention there. Nothing big, but, you know, people were like, oh yeah, Loft happened, and it was not bad, so there you go. And then they made a remake in America with American actors and with the Belgian director. Or was that actually the original director?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they even talked about porting one of the... Oh, actually, it happened to be the actor I actually don't like. Porting him over.
Yeah, but it was still the same director, so he still worked on the American remake, and the remake did worse than the original in American box office, apparently. Which, yeah, I don't know, something went wrong.
Obviously.
And it's indeed not like Belgian cinema in general is great shakes or anything like that.
Well, they definitely try very hard. Occasionally there's a highlight, and they tend to be French ones.
Yeah, and
or maybe that's because I don't understand French as well, so I don't notice the things that bother me language-wise as much.
But are you talking about French-Belgian films or full-on French films?
French-Belgian films.
Like which ones?
I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure, like, if I ever liked a Belgian movie, it usually was French.
Because, I can't really come with one to mind. But yeah, then again, I don't really make it a point to watch Belgian movies all that much.
There goes all my energy.
Yep. Well, time to use one of those batteries, I guess.
No, there were,
Pylons.
Yeah, there was a pylon here, so I'm probably gonna go there next.
Okay. So, then I suppose over to gaming news, because oh boy, did things happen this week. Or are things about to happen this week?
Yay! Oh, wait. Let me guess, you're gonna start about Kingdom Hearts coming out soon.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts 3, the long-awaited sequel.
Will be out today as the video goes up, I think.
Possibly conclusion to the Kingdom Hearts series? I'm not sure actually on that. You never know with Nomura. Is coming out.
Apparently it's a conclusion.
Okay. But how much of a conclusion is a Nomura conclusion?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You really have a problem with this guy.
Yeah, I don't like his story writing in general.
Wait, did I get all the... No, there could be some cameras here, so...
Yeah. I don't like his story writing in general. I think he's a bit of a hack.
Ooh, strong words from somebody who doesn't even write himself.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but come on. The guy obviously doesn't plan out a single thing, and it's been stated in many developer interviews that during the development of Final Fantasy 15, for which he also wrote the story, he seemed to, you know, try to rewrite the story every other week with a radical new idea that he had in mind, and somehow wanted to cram it all in.
He really, really needs a producer to just say, stop doing it! You can't trust him just without a producer.
It sure seems that way, and then it's kind of grating that he, you know, gets carte blanche over pretty much the most expensive development studio that Square Enix has.
And he ruins even that.
And yeah, it's...
Didn't we say that got closed down recently?
It didn't get closed down, it got restructured. But at that point he also already wasn't part of it anymore, because Tabata took over in the last year of Final Fantasy 15's development. But Tabata left recently and the studio got restructured because it was too expensive. Which, you know, if you read between the lines, it basically means that financially speaking, Final Fantasy 15 was a flop.
Stop spawning!
Yeah, it's kind of weird how they keep coming. So, yeah, I don't really like Nomura as a story writer. Character design...
Can you see any doors here?
No.
Just that there up there.
Character design is like, yeah, okay, not really my thing, but he's competent enough at that, I guess. The Kingdom Hearts characters look fine. They're okay. I definitely prefer the Disney characters that are in that game, but
yeah, but that's like preferring oranges over apples. That
Yeah.
doesn't really compare.
yeah. And apparently some of his older work is really
I'm gonna
nice.
leave. I'm just wasting bullets at this point.
Oh.
Jesus!
Well, go then.
Yeah, but I'd like to go without my elevator getting filled with monsters.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is releasing. Japan already has it, which actually got a few fans riled up because a early leak of the game actually made
the best I could make out with that leak was that it was just somebody in the line of distribution managed to get a couple of copies out of the distribution.
Okay.
And then, like, I think this is also a gross, how should I call this? A gross misuse of what accesses you have. Mm-hmm. Whatever it was again. I don't know, it didn't make any sense that anybody would get anything out early. Yeah, and I also find the reaction completely unreasonable from the Square Enix side. I think it was Nomura himself making such tweets. So it was like, yeah, we're not gonna probably are reconsidering our stance on global releases, which makes me go like, really? That's your response to this? That seems a bit exaggerated.
Especially since it's apparently already stated now that the game actually has a day one patch with a true ending in it, so people couldn't actually
spoil the special bits.
Yeah. But yeah.
Also broken.
Nomura, or at least, you know, Square Enix seems to now be adamant that the West doesn't deserve their games at the same time as the Japanese.
It just
do.
Doesn't make any sense
to me.
Like
Sense,
it's a non-issue really. Mm-hmm. But yeah, then we get back to I don't care about spoilers.
But yeah.
Oh, okay, there's no Gamma Grove.
But yeah, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 3. It's been years and years in the making. I hope for the fans that they enjoy it, but I also have a little bit of a nasty Schadenfreude side of me that's like, I kind of hope that it's a steaming pile of shit. But
that's
yeah,
not nice.
That's not nice indeed.
Oh, that was also a growth? Okay. How do I get there again? So this one's gone already. Okay. I don't know if you noticed too during your talking about how much you hate Nomura.
You said it. Yeah, it's not that I hate him. I just feel that he doesn't deserve the carte blanche that he gets, and that
reminds me of M. Night Shyamalan.
Kinda.
Okay, that's not nice of me.
It's a kind of similar situation. People just kept throwing Shyamalan kind of projects that were like, really? You're gonna trust this guy with that because he made Sixth Sense? Okay.
Right. I can't remember if these doors are broken beyond repair or not sometimes. Oh, there's a robot on the other side.
Blow it up. So, yeah. I really, you know, we'll see how the people react to Kingdom Hearts 3. Reviews from IGN and Polygon were already out.
They're not agreeing on anything, which I kind of find interesting.
Well, they are agreeing...
Well, those are also the ones we looked up, to be specific.
They are agreeing, apparently, that the story could have been better. No. But the IGN review was mostly positive about it and was like...
The Polygon review was like, I'm angry! Oh.
No,
but that's not the first time I've seen Polygon reviews that are basically, I'm angry. Dangerous biocontaminant detected.
Ah.
Thank you!
Save. Now might be a good time to save.
I think this is the permadeath one.
Yeah. No, but the Polygon one wasn't angry, but just was thoroughly disappointed and not impressed, I would say. They were like, oh, the gameplay is repetitive, Oh,
I need to hurry up. Let's see.
Are you sure that you have the biosuit?
I have.
Are you wearing it?
I am wearing it. Oh my god!
Yikes. Yeah, okay, that's
I don't know if I can do this. I'm starting to wonder actually.
Reloads! Oh, you unloaded again. Yeah.
Anyways, I don't need to loot anything anyway.
Keep going.
Looks like a dead end.
Is that a dead end? Okay. So, yeah. Enough Kingdom Hearts. Some sadder news is that Metroid Prime 4 seems to have cancelled its development and is starting over from scratch.
Yeah, and there's a big caveat with the restart, actually.
Yeah?
They're going back to Retro Studios, but the people who were originally responsible for the Metroid Prime games in Retro Studios have been long gone already.
Oh. Okay. So, basically... Huh.
Shit.
Of course.
Oh man, I'm actually stressed out as crazy as hell.
Just keep going.
I wanted to reload.
Yeah, okay, but... Yeah, there's something to be said for dancing. Dancing in toxic sludge.
Yeah.
Those took quite a chunk out of you.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
There were some of the worst robots around. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, I can't get down there.
Metroid, we'll see what happens when it comes, I guess.
Yeah.
It's definitely a franchise that deserves better than how it's been treated the last 10 years, I suppose. Yeah,
like, I've heard weird things in the interbellum between games, basically. Oh, God.
You mean other M?
No, not other M. I mean, like, stuff like, well, we've already done everything that was worth doing with it, so we don't... Yes! Actually, let's just leave. Whatever else I can get out of here is not worth it. Let's see if I can just leave.
Yeah. You're not going the right way. That's
Shit.
looping back.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Oh shit, I'm out of bullets for that one. Flashlight time.
Heal.
Okay. Okay, I can actually open that one door on the other side now if I want to. How do I get out of here? That's the important question.
Yeah, you got turned around a bit, it seems. That's back to the button.
Yeah, so further down. Get more shit.
Thought you said you didn't need to loot anything here.
Yeah, well, while I'm here anyway.
That's also a dead end, it seems.
Nope.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That's the bit I couldn't enter earlier. See, you can occasionally see the envirosuit pop up.
Okay.
That it's trying to do some... Yeah, sure then, I can enter now. Whatever this is.
Yeah, and that one needed the reload.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, with that said, so the remake of Resident Evil 2 has been released. How many remakes of that game have there been now? Is this the third remake?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah. I know at least that there was one remake that fans didn't seem to like.
Is that it?
No, wait, that was a Silent Hill remake.
Oh. Not useful. I think this is it. Okay, time to leave.
Yeah?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, hurry up. Don't go all panicky now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's out. Is that something we're interested in getting?
Come again?
The Resident Evil remake?
Not specifically.
Okay. Then, yeah, just a thing to state. Calm down. You made it. Now you just need all that contamination to wear off and heal yourself up.
Man, that was a bit stressful.
You should have just waited until the contamination ran out and then
I had
healed
plenty of
yourself.
detoxes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but you healed yourself before.
Well, it didn't drop my HP anymore.
Okay.
Okay, we did the important part. Let's now go to where Diego was hiding out. Because I can't do this yet, right?
Master jettison enable not activated.
Yeah, that was a thing that I told you to just activate already a couple of sessions
Yeah,
ago.
but it couldn't be activated. Because it was like...
Okay. Now, what else is there? Oh, an interesting thing. Pillars...
Actually, shouldn't we talk more about Resident Evil 2 remake?
Honestly, the problem is I know very little about Resident
Well, you do
Evil.
know that they completely changed the perspective now to what they originally intended Resident Evil to be.
Oh, really? I didn't know. Really, I am absolutely unaware of
Hello,
any
Scream.
news around the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
So, if you have more to talk about, then go ahead, but I honestly know nothing.
My problem is just I'm absolutely distracted by this game.
Yeah. I can tell. I
Yeah.
can tell.
More exact box. Exact box? What? Oh, what am I saying?
Yeah.
Okay then. What is
So,
that even? Oh, isn't that his hideout?
maybe. So, another more interesting thing,
That you actually can talk about.
sort of, is Pillars of Eternity getting a turn-based update. So,
That the option is available to play turn-based. Yes!
yeah, so as someone who has played a couple of the old games that Pillars was inspired by, they always tried to do real-time combat and it always became a clusterfuck.
You do know why that ever came up, right? I think it was with Baldur's Gate specifically that that they said like, yeah, we wanted to attract people who weren't interested in turn-based combat as well. And it's like, are you sure you want to attract those people? Because most people play RPGs for the story and combat second.
Yeah, I always figured it was something like that. But, you think he's gonna be back here?
No, but the sound just gets really confusing here sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it stays stuck between two tracks at a while.
Jettison enable failure. Possible cause damage to power relay. Consult diagnostic report and repair bay level 3 for detailed analysis.
Oh my god!
There you go. Something to do.
Oh, that's kind of freaky to be honest.
So, yeah, you still have things to do. Also, there's someone... Oh yeah, no, it's that camera in the gloss thing.
Yeah, I can't reach it. I can't reach the bridge. But so she always knows where I am, I guess. Oh, at least we can go straight to tree.
Yeah.
And we equip the laser rapier because it's Mutant Central. There we go.
Right. They were very susceptible to that.
Yeah, otherwise we were like shooting them for half an hour. So, where do we need to be in this level?
You read it?
Something repair bay. Is that like an emergency light now here? No. What's this?
Just
that's
a light.
Yeah, I want to leave that on.
Yeah, don't double click it then.
Here we go.
Yeah. And what about the door behind you?
I can't open it because the emergency thing isn't on. Oh, wait. Ah! That's new.
Well,
Have you seen I used an EMP grenade earlier?
oh no, I actually didn't see that.
You were too busy talking.
But yeah, so for some reason, indeed, late 90s, early 2000s, top-down RPG games were infatuated with pause and play, turn-based combat.
You know, that really sucks when you're basically dealing with games that just force you to play mages. Like, if you want the best story experience in Planescape Torment, you kind of want to play a mage. But the problem is with mages is like you wind up in this situation where you're like, I'm gonna cast this spell because right now that's the best option. But then the enemies get their fake turn first, and you need to change your options, and you might completely waste your turn instead because you're switching spells.
Yeah, and just in general, I always felt that in the case of Planescape Torment at least, the spellcasting always felt really clumsy. Like, at times you'd even like give the command and it's like, well, do I get to cast my spell
Well, that's
yet,
those
or...
fake turns I was talking about. Like, they don't always appear when you expect them to.
There's something on your right.
No, it was further down the hallway, I think.
Okay.
What's this? Backup control.
Yeah, but for food replication.
Yeah, I don't know where I need to go first.
Yeah.
Air purification, okay.
That just sounds like things that Shodan would mess with to kill you.
Yeah, let's not touch any of this shit.
That's a dead bot. So yeah, them actually adding a turn-based option, which apparently was in...
You know what? I'm gonna try to label them. So this was an energy conduit. This was food. No,
Yeah.
those was oxygen. Is it a Y or an I?
Is a Y. And that was food.
Food. Replicator. There we go.
Yeah.
It's just in case I would need it again. Because you never know with maintenance shafts like these. Oh, pardon me.
So, yeah, so apparently...
Another conduit?
Primary life support.
Cool.
So, apparently it's inspired on the Divinity games, the turn-based system. Which, yeah, I mean, I actually, if there's one thing about the Divinity games that I did enjoy, it was the combat system, except for how lightning was an absolute crapshoot.
Do I fess up now?
It's nothing big. It's more the game failing to tell me that that little edge I was standing on was in fact wet.
I shot you with lightning so many times in the first one. What
God, the first one was a CC fest. It was kind of not fun if you were a melee character.
Coolant.
Because you would end up a lot of the times just standing there, skipping your turns.
Yeah.
Because 3 CC effects were thrown
Well, you
on
were grateful that that we got magic armor.
We?
What? No. You and I got magic armor in the second game.
Oh, right, yeah. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, the magic armor actually did help, and we really should play that game more.
Yeah, sure. We can't ask your friends again.
Yeah, I mean...
we completely dropped it for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny that of all the games that we've played with them, the one that we finished was Dungeon Defenders, which...
Did we finish that? We didn't finish any game as far as I know.
We finished Dungeon Defenders, I think. But yeah, that was also a pretty short game, and honestly, it wasn't that great. It kind of just played itself after a while.
I can't remember. Was that before I started joining in? Because that could be the case.
No, I think you were already a part of it.
Green filtration. Soylent Green.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Showdown? So, yeah. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. We found an article from the game director talking about all the changes they had to...
Yeah, it's actually a major change if you do this.
Yeah. Stuff that needed to be rebalanced, and they admitted that some parts weren't as great now, but, you know, it's a big draw for quite a lot of people. And, yeah, I definitely would actually hope that it would become a bit more of a staple for classic RPG likes to do that now, to offer real-time and turn-based options.
Yeah.
Because like the director himself already said, despite preferring the pause and play system that the game originally had, you end up pausing so much to give your commands that you actually might as well just go for turn-based anyway.
Yeah, that is exactly my problem with the whole system. Like, I have a massive hate boner for real-time combat in RPGs.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you ruin the genre for 20 years, you assholes?
I also think that it's a bit of a thing because turn-based was becoming this thing that those weird Asian RPGs do, and we're not that. We're too cool for that.
Yeah, and then the Asians RPGs are now moving on to try and be as real-time as possible. I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy 15, fuck your bullshit.
Well, that's not even a new thing with 15. Haven't they been doing that since like 12?
Well, it sort of still felt like turns, but more fluid. Like, my favorite version of Asian turn-based came that I actually experienced, because this could have been stolen from another game, was Grandia 2.
Yeah, that did have like with the bars that filled up, and when it was full, it was your turn, right?
Well, it's more like all the characters were on a single bar, so you could see how fast they moved over the time bar to make it to a turn moment. So you could also see like, oh, the boss is almost there. I can block now, so I can move before the boss moves again. Because a block costs less time falling back on the bar than actually attacking.
Yeah. So actually an advanced active time battle system, which Final Fantasy used as well. I know that Final Fantasy 9 and 7 have it. 8 probably as well. But I'm not entirely sure on how whatever you picked actually influenced turn orders, but that might actually be a thing. Oh. Okay. So yeah, that is honestly
full of these things.
That is actually a pretty neat turn-based kind of system.
They're invisible on my map.
Oh, there's another one hitting you. You should heal.
Well, actually, I don't need to be scared on this map
Oh
because
yeah,
I
right.
have a
You
regen
have a
already.
replicator here. You can just die and respawn with almost all your health full.
The only problem is that these guys will probably respawn.
Huh.
Oh well, if that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Like, look, it's a repair station. That fancy
yeah,
thing you
that sprite thing that I was really like, ooh, it looks cool.
Oh wow. Let's just keep
Fucking destroyed.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I saw something. 11%! We'll get it yet.
11.
11?
Yes.
That's your favorite joke, isn't it?
No, but it's a funny one, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
I can't...
38 minutes.
Ah, okay. I was wondering. So... Pillars is... Yeah, that's has the update. We got that one.
General redundant data bank. Well, some of these things, man.
Yeah.
We never know. Like... Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah.
What if we destroy this? Will it destroy Shodan somewhere? I could try.
I wouldn't know. Oh right. So recently there's been a bit of a tiff over DLC for Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, we mentioned it last time.
Yeah. So quick rerun for those unaware. Basically, Assassin's Creed Odyssey made a huge point about it that you could play as a gay or pansexual character or whatever you like, boinking as many or as few people as you wanted, and just gave you kind of free control over that, gave you plenty of options. And then recently they released a DLC which seemed to hammer home that no, this character that you have to boink with will settle down with you, and it will be a straight relationship, which had a lot of people angry.
Apparently they're gonna rewrite it a little bit so it is less like, you are a straight person now.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is just, you know, they're rewriting the DLC, and they're also saying that they will take this matter more into consideration in the future, which It's like, well, you guys already made such a huge point of it in the marketing, so I'm kind of surprised that you gently forgot that for a second.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's just the clarity of writing, as far as I heard, of course. But yeah, it matters for people, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a railgun. How about I use a railgun for a minute? Because it made me freak out so much. Did I get it?
That's a good question.
I'm still fine, but let's save a bit.
Yeah.
Now that I have more HP again.
So yeah, you've recently actually continued playing Odyssey again.
Yeah, and I was a little bit mad about how they were telling the interactions with Atlantis, to be specific.
How so?
It was just like, you find Atlantis in the Animus, and it's immediately like, oh, let's go to Atlantis, and you don't even know how to open the place or anything. It's like, the fuck are you doing?
Oh, you mean in the future plot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, so, okay. That's clumsy then, I guess.
Coolant regulate. There's a lot of these things. Like, what am I looking for? Might as well go over everything and then see if what stands out as what I want to do.
Don't forget that you skipped one. But this might actually be the end. Okay.
Engine report. Okay.
And there's one more to the side.
Engine report generator. Door.
Yes.
Tor.
Like God, but without an H. So, yeah. At least that seemed to have...
No, at least it seems to have resolved itself without too much madness.
Yeah.
Because the only problem I have with the entire thing is that I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of... Shit, what was it again?
Smarty.
Coolant regulator. Talking and remembering words is hard, okay? Coolant regulator.
Yeah.
Door.
So you were saying?
I wouldn't be surprised if people went vitriolic over it again.
Well, I mean, I saw my friend's Tumblr, and it was full of people that were annoyed by it. Some in funny ways, some not so much.
Were some people being absolute dickbags over it?
I wouldn't say dickbags, but incredibly pissy is more the term. And you know, honestly, it's kind of funny. It's like Assassin's Creed is a game about running around in ancient historical places and stabbing people to death. It's, I mean, there's better games if you want to have a romance in your video games.
Well,
there's like date simulators and such.
You know what I personally kind of liked about it, but this is kind of a specific me thing. I just sometimes enjoy fake being a slut in a game. Like, I just enjoy doing that every once in a while. And the thing is, like, in real life I can't do that because I would get too emotionally attached to anybody I actually fuck.
I'm proof.
Yeah.
You Stockholmed yourself to me, and I didn't even have to keep you in captivity.
Why, thank you.
Well, that's true.
Well, no. We took a jump, we took a try, and it actually turned out fine.
Be very careful, lads. You might end up like me.
Attached to a girl who's kind of crazy. And then she forces you to sit through videos like this.
Yep. Help me. But yeah.
But you still love me, don't you?
Yes, I love you. This is important to your survival. Yeah, but it's still kind of funny to me that Assassin's Creed, I mean, the whole flirting thing, it's like you pick a few dialogue options and you get a bit of funny talk and some innuendo, and it's really low effort for a dating game, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just really fluff dialogue and nothing else.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to boink? Yeah, we'll boink.
So it's kind of funny that, you know, it seems to have garnered so much attention for that with that specific crowd. It's like, aren't there better games that focus more on that for you guys to play? Like, I mean...
Like, even Unipop had more going for it. What? What?
Xenobiologic detection grid control. So it checks aliens and such.
Xenobiological detection thing. Hey, I typed that pretty okay.
Yeah.
Usually I kind of suck at spelling okay.
It's like you heard him coming.
Oh, I saw him on the map. I'm paying more...
Another life support monitor.
They have a lot of these.
Well, they are important. Can't have everybody on the ship or station just dying.
Yeah, of course. Obviously.
I mean, you have AIs for that.
Oh, wait about that.
But yeah, it kind of makes you wonder if there aren't better games for that crowd. I mean, what's everybody on Patreon doing making porn games?
Yeah. I also fucked all the ladies in Unipop.
Yeah. But that's kind of... That game is specifically made for that, isn't
I
it?
had a whole collection of panties.
But yeah, that game was made specifically for that, right? Here's a bunch of cute gals.
Okay then. Yeah. I actually skipped one. I actually skipped one of the girls because I didn't like her. It was the one who smoked and swore at everything.
Oh wait, I think I know her. Is she like the mall goth chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's also in Honeycam, so that's why I know her. And her voice quips whenever you make her do stuff is constantly like, ah, is that good enough?
Oh, she got worse then.
Yeah. I think they even said that she did a whole camgirling thing to feed her, and I quote here, awesome coke addiction.
Right.
Which is like, wow, that's cynical.
Why is it so dark here? Why is it so dark here? Turn on light, turn off light.
So, yeah. Woora, 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 woora.
Sprint! Okay, nothing here.
Yeah.
What's this? Ah, that might have been one of the good ones that we actually are looking for. Because they seem to have like triple backups for shit.
Yeah, but really, backups are important.
Can't use Bloodstain. Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was a Castlevania game in this. Gravity regulator. Can't I just destroy all of those?
I think that's gonna fuck you up.
Well, then I float everywhere, okay? That would be cool, okay? So, this is nothing? Gee. This is also nothing? Ah, this is stuff. Relay. But, actually I only know relay in one way, and that was like a specific thing for electronics. Power monitor.
Yeah.
Aux power monitor. There we go. Don't even need to remember if they're caps or lower. This is where we found this weapon. Remember?
I vaguely do.
Congrats.
Alright, and you were like, do I throw the leaden pipe?
Or not. I eventually didn't throw the leaden pipe, that I remember.
Yeah. Because it costs energy, even though you get energy supplies up the butt.
At least on this level. Ooh, you didn't see
yeah,
that.
but also in general, you just get a lot of battery packs.
Okay, next up, beta maintenance. I'm probably gonna die again here. Because I'm letting it go this far. Ooh.
So, also, it's the most wonderful time of the year again. GDC is going on.
Yay!
Which means that in the coming months we will probably get plenty of fun and interesting talks uploaded to YouTube.
Seriously, if you haven't never watched the GDC talk and you're remotely interested in games, do it.
Yeah.
Do it!
There's a couple that we can recommend. One of my favorites is the talk from the Spiderwick developers.
Yeah.
Because they're like a two-man studio who've been making very low budgets
RPGs even.
RPGs for like 20 years. I think the talk was called Failing to Fail.
Yeah.
Because they like just, you know, they've been scraping by all the time.
Because they've been, well, their aim is just to make, not to earn money.
Yeah, which I find very admirable actually.
Well, I said that wrong. Earn enough money to live.
Yeah, but yeah, profit is, you know,
Secondary.
only necessary. They only want to make only necessary profits.
They're just slightly above a non-profit, basically.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I find that very admirable, and having been able to do that for 20 years is pretty great.
I actually have no clue how I'm supposed to solve the whole elevator thing. Like, I'm starting to think I'm missing something. Or that I haven't made a logical connection yet.
And then, another great talk was the post-mortem on the original Diablo.
That was funny.
That was
they were terrible business people.
Well, especially the guy who was talking, who... what was his name again? Diablo post-mortem.
Like one of the things he said was like, yeah, we had a free office, and the guy who made Hotmail asked us to use it, and we said no. And we could have gotten like a part of the profit and everything. Yeah,
that was great indeed. Him realizing he basically said no to getting
email. I already have email.
$4 million. or no, I think 40 even.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like, oh shit, never gonna see that much money.
God, what was the guy's name again? David Brevik.
There you go. And he had been running around with the Diablo ID for apparently ages. That was also funny.
Yeah. So I know that I need to get his name right, because I always think, because of Brevik, I always think Anders Breivik, but
that's somebody else.
That's someone else. That's a fucking slaughterer. He's no. Get his name right. It's David Brevik. He's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy, it seems. But yeah, that's a very enjoyable talk. If you just want to hear a guy talking about the olden days for an hour and how they made Diablo and all
did
the
a horrible,
they
terrible crunch that nobody should ever do.
Yes. And then another great talk is, if you just want to hear a guy geek out about music for an hour, is the sound design and music design of Doom by Mick Gordon. Which is great.
That was just nerd at me, bro. Keep going.
That was an incredibly nerdy and fun talk to have, and it was also honestly one of the most polished talks that they've ever had. Like, he put effort into his presentation.
I think he had been waiting to do that for
I think
a while.
I think so as well. And I'm really glad that he did it the way he did, because it was a really great talk. But yeah, so GDC is going up again, and an interesting survey has been held there among 4,000 developers. About that, from which it seems that, yeah, there's quite a push now, actually, for unionize.
There's quite a desire to unionize, but it was like a little less than 50% wanted unionization.
Yeah.
And less than 20% thought it was possible.
Yeah, which was pretty bad. And also, if you say, yeah, well, 50% then doesn't want to unionize, to be fair, the
questionnaire was broader than yes or no. It was like yes, no, maybe, no opinion.
Or don't know, yeah. And there was like maybe 20% who outright said that no, game developers shouldn't unionize. So yeah, there definitely is the desire for it, but whether it's going to happen, yeah. Because last year with things coming up like how Rockstar actually treated its developers and how CD Projekt treated its developers during The Witcher production, it's
several problems.
It's not nice. It's not ideal.
Hey, maybe I can now enter that one room because I've killed a few more cameras. Can you see any more cameras?
No. No,
don't see any more
can't
cameras.
see any more cameras. Guess you can try that door.
Yeah. I might die on the way there. But like I said, right now I don't care because it's pretty okay.
Yeah. This room is well, this floor is safe.
Well, it isn't that safe. What the fuck was that? Were they on top of each other?
I think so.
Okay, we're getting respawns at this point.
Yep.
Maybe this is where I need to go.
Thought you could surprise me, huh?
Well, it kinda did. I cut the screen first. Right, this thing.
There we go.
What's this?
Oh.
Shit! Who do I need?
Oh boy. Whose eye will work?
Do I need to just randomly collect eyes, heads now?
Well, that's kind of the problem. Most of them are skulls. I don't think they have eyes in them still.
Well, there were a lot of decapitated heads. Okay.
Nothing new.
I'm the only one left from our original group. Jordan holds the bridge now. I have to get there somehow and plug into the main terminal. So far, I've been up as high as engineering, which looks like a big maze. Just back from the security level. It's been remade. If anyone gets there, take repulsor lifts to the ledges and move counterclockwise around the level. The elevator to the bridge is missing, but there's a maintenance elevator inside a shaft in the center of the level. There's a force bridge leading to it. I made another attempt on the bridge.
Just gonna keep talking.
But I got hit on the security level. Cyborgs. It'll be over soon. Soon I'll die. This pain will end.
Jared, it's me, Jody. You heard anything about that new viewing room?
Guess what, Jody? Looks like seating in the viewing room is limited. And guess who gets first dibs? Yep, the execs. I guess the maintenance
Holy
crews
shit,
will begin
I don't know
in
what to
about
do.
6 I got together that inventory you asked for. It's all in the storage compartment near the beta maintenance closet. There's one navigation and mapping unit, one EMP grenade.
Well, there were a couple of heads on this level, so maybe I can just pick one. Wait a minute.
Needle darts. Most of the stuff is emergency supplies. I'm keeping the demodulator.
Power system failure. Malfunction in subsystem relay 428. For repair instructions, please consult relay analyzer. Be sure to specify relay number for analysis.
Huh.
That's not very specific. Where is the relay analyzer?
You should have found it during all that stuff, I think.
Well, I definitely... Oh, no, I only labeled the relays with... relay. Shit. But that looks like the south side. For repair instructions. Okay. I can't continue here either.
No, that's what you just tried. That's the retina scan.
Maybe I just picked somebody's head up.
Maybe. First need to find the head.
I'm almost dead.
Yeah. Oh, also, speaking of CD Projekt Red,
Yes.
small news blip, the head writer for Cyberpunk 2077 actually left the company.
I got killed by the electricity. Okay.
Interesting. I actually didn't know the electricity damaged you.
Well, sometimes it does, not always.
Huh, interesting.
More of these.
So, yeah, the head writer left the company for Blizzard.
Which is a weird choice as far as I'm concerned.
Which is a weird choice indeed, but then again, with all the recent stuff going on with Blizzard, it was stated multiple times that that the actual development teams and creative people weren't really affected by the changes. It was really more support and management that was getting the ground kicked from beneath them.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose it's still kind of a safe career, and I wonder what he's going to work on there.
I'm curious as well.
And I wonder indeed
No,
what's...
that's not the one I'm looking for.
No,
I'm wrong.
420.
Yikes. It's gonna take me a bit.
Aren't there more relays here?
No. Psych Life support, Xeno,
Okay.
Distortion, Power, E-Relay, Aux Power, Gravity, Planetary, Flux, Gravity.
I don't have to read them all out loud. But yeah, I wonder in what state Cyberpunk 2077 is in right now.
Yeah.
Though, you know, probably.
Keep an eye out for heads, like I just want to pick up a random one and try.
Okay. We haven't really seen all that many human corpses in a bit. Oh, wait.
Let's try this one. I know, it's creepy as shit, but I don't have a better idea.
Yeah.
This hat won't work. I need a specific one.
Yeah.
It was a nice try though.
Or you're using things wrong.
Oh, it's in the fucking room.
Just keep going. Remember, the bots are more afraid of you than you are of them.
You think so?
At this point, you're a rampaging maniac. Shodan is getting worried, even though she doesn't show it.
He probably is, but like I still need to like get around a bunch. That's a relay. Boop, 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 boop. At least I labeled them.
Mm-hmm.
Which number is it? No. It was a 4, right, first?
420. It's the Blazed number.
Ha ha ha. Airlock. Routing. Routing. Another relay. What are you? Nope.
Yeah, 73.
Are there more in here?
Yeah.
That's another relay. Oh, there's multiple relays here. And the bypass. Okay, so they're all up north. I'm just gonna check those 4 and then we can call it quits. And then I can maybe look up if in the messages I had any hints to who can actually open the door. Oh, look, another head. Maybe I can try that before we quit.
Yeah, you can try that.
I just try all the heads on this floor.
998.
4. 2. Okay, so I'm just gonna rub the head and then we call it. I'm gonna say goodbye to our viewers.
Oh, and the very last news item thing. Activision Blizzard is getting sued
Yeah.
by its investors because the investors weren't made aware in time that...
Investors, are there investors?
Yeah, the investors weren't made aware in time that Bungie was going to leave. And therefore weren't warned that the stock would drop. And yeah, so they're getting sued over that.
Of course, but that's apparently not the first time it happened, but I don't know why else they've ever been sued by investors, so there you go.
Yeah.
So, see you next time, viewers.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.